Hey everybody, so today I'm going to be doing some quadratic equations. So quick little history behind it. You've got, they're Latin, it's from Latin, and so where x represents an unknown and a, b, and c represent known numbers such that a is not equal to 0. If a equals 0, then the equation is linear, not quadratic. You can read that. So that's the basics of it. You've got So that's just the rundown on it. I'm sure you guys are somewhat aware what it is. So let's say, I don't know. So it's quadratic. So you've got, and there's x. Let's say that equals 3. So that's your variable right there. All right. So let me just change colors here. I like the mocha. Let's go with a nice spring there. All right. So quadratic. So you've got, that means, you've got to solve it 4 times. So you've got a, b, and then let's see, and then you've got x. So I'll throw that in there. So that's just a just nice graphic, I figure. Maybe if I could just. So if, let's say you're solving one of these, so you start off, you've always got, so you take a, and that's plus b, and then you're gonna add c to that, and that's gonna give you that. So if x equals 0, that means it's not. It means it's linear. So let me just clean this up real quick. Here's what I reckon. You've got the equation. So we'll start off with that. It always ends up. So let's say I'll do the equation again. That's a C, and we'll take a line. So it's always going to end up something like, it's something like a little bit like that. So the way you're doing that is you graph it. So you've got, take that, and so you say 1 plus 2 equals x. So let's say, let me just draw a graph real quick. So that's pretty good. Just touch that up a little bit. You've got your graph boxes. Let's say you count 1. Let me kind of make an edge there. So this is your y-axis, and this is your x. It's your x-axis. So now when you graph, you go 1, and then so you go 1 and then 2. So that's that. And you just keep down and there, and 1, 2. That's 1. That's 2. All right. So that curves back up, because always what goes up must come down, right? Or no, what goes down must come up, right? So you're working down, but it's always going to come back up. It's going to come back up, just like the economy. It's going to go down, and then it's going to go back up. So now this is one trick. Wow, would you look at that? Oops. Oops. Well, oops. Oops. That's, wow. Alright. Well, we should have known that earlier. You think of it like, let's say, this is the way I explain it to my kindergarten class. They get a kick out of this. So, well, asparagus, everybody likes that. So, you have, let's say, you have, you know, let's say you have a cat, okay? It's a little cat there. So, what it does is it's a cat. So, it's gonna wanna do some, some basic math. So what you're gonna do is you take the cat and you have to feed the cat. So that's what your X is. So that's your little food bowl there. And what you're doing is when you feed it, look at that. And what that gives you in the end is the final product. That is always going to be, no matter what, if you've ever owned a cat, it's always going to be X. So this is, it's your A, B, X. Now C is somewhere in there. It's somewhere in there. It's somewhere in here. And we'll figure that out later. Okay. Let me throw one of these bombs at it. I like the bombs. I like a good bomb. Yeah, look at that bomb. Oh, that's cool. All right. So, that's quadratic equation. Thanks for watching. I hope it helped you. Do some homework or maybe pass a test. But that's it's the way she goes. Thanks for watching.